So this one, I don't know how many of you ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. But this is the Last Airbender pitch meeting, the movie one. That was terrible. That was awful. So this came out about almost 2 weeks ago. So I'm very curious. It was funny that I rated you in started streaming. Yeah, dude, you literally rated John. You literally rated me as soon as I started streaming. I was like, what? So yeah, we got ourselves here some pitch meetings. This will be the Last Airbender pitch meeting video. Very curious what Ryan's gonna say.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's based on an animated show called Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh, is it any good? People seem to love it, sir, so
It was great. I loved Avatar.
To, take hours of storytelling and cram it into a 90-minute movie. I mean, that's probably fine. Yeah, no, it's probably not a big deal. So what happens in this thing? Well, the movie takes place in a world where, different people and tribes can, control the elements like water, air, earth, fire. Oh, how do they do that? By moving their arms around, slowly. For quite some time. Doesn't sound super exciting. Yeah, no. It's gonna be like watching old people do Tai Chi in the park, just really taking their time with it, moving their arms around, doing it real slow. Well, okay then. So anyway.
Yeah, okay, Ryan, I see what you're doing.
Her brother Sokka.
Okay, thank you, Courtney.
Seko or something. Oh, and what are they like?
Oh my god, no.
Sokka, he's a very funny character. Nice.
Yeah, so, in the movie, they got Sokka's name wrong, and they're calling him Sokka or something, that was just terrible. Man, I can't wait to sleep tonight. Same. Oh, man.
Yeah. So we're not gonna do that in the movie. Oh, we're not? No, like I said, we gotta cram a bunch of episodes into a single movie, so there's no time for anyone to have, personalities or character traits or anything. Yeah, probably not too important anyway. That's what I figured. So Katara, she can kind of water then, right? So she accidentally drops a bunch of water on her brother. Oh, so he gets all wet? No. Oh, he doesn't. A big ball of water dropped on him doesn't wet him at all. Well, we're off to a great start so far.
I forgot about that. Huh.
Thank you. So anyway, then they stumble upon this boy that's been frozen in ice for 100 years. His name is Ong. And you're sure that these names...
Yeah, they got the names terribly wrong in the...
pronunciations are the same as they are in the show. There's literally no way for me to verify that. Oh, that's too bad. And so this he's this thing called the Avatar, and he's the last Airbender. That's the name of the movie. It is. Wow. So anyway, the Fire Nation have taken over the world, right? They're like the bad guys and they run the show. Okay. And we're gonna meet this Fire Nation Prince Zuko. And he really wants to get his hands on the Avatar so he can stop being exiled. He doesn't like being exiled. Oh, not being exiled is tight. It is pretty great, so he straight up...
Why is that the phrase for him?
Okay. Very rude. So obviously Katara and Sokka, they're like, we gotta go get this kid, he's our responsibility. Obviously. Wait, why is that obvious?
Yeah, why?
I don't know. Did they ever bond it or something? Not really, no, because there's no time. We don't have time for that. Well, okay then. So then Ong manages to escape, and he flies away with Katara and Sokka. And where do they go? Well, they fly all the way to the place where Ong is from, and when they get there, Katara's like, hey, is it okay if I ask your name? What, she just now asks him what his name is? Yeah, no, I guess she didn't ask him that when they met him, or when they rescued him, or traveled with him for a long period of time. So Ong finds out that all his family and his people have been wiped out by the Fire Nation, so he's sad for several seconds. Very emotional. And then they're gonna head over to this Earth tribe where all these people are being held captive by the Fire Nation. And they're gonna be like, hey, you guys should totally rise up. Like, that'd be great if you did that. Why hadn't they risen up before? Unclear, but Ong and Katara,
that's some clarification there.
Use that to stop the fire people. They hadn't thought of that. I guess not.
Yeah, I guess not.
Disclosure, in the show, they were being held captive on the ocean, so there was no Earth for them to rise up. I decided to change that. Why? Oh, I'm just kind of changing things. I don't know why. Oh,
yeah, you changed so much.
Intense moment where 6 Earth people, they come walking out and they're doing like this haka dance thing. Oh boy, I bet they're gonna bend a lot of Earth with that, huh? Not really, no. Oh, they're gonna do that big dance and it's gonna kind of raise a single rock and they're gonna throw that at one guy. It's still kind of exciting, I guess. No,
yeah.
No, not really. Okay, too bad. And so then Ong admits that he doesn't really know how to bend anything other than...
I am hating this at the moment.
Okay. So they head towards the northern
I am
water
loving
tribe,
this.
and along the way, they free a bunch of other villages. Well, that's gonna be fun to see. No, we're not really gonna see any of that. Oh, we're not? Yeah, no, we gotta keep going with the story. So we're gonna say most of the interesting stuff in like a voiceover. Is that the best way to tell a story? Oh, I'm just following the first rule of screenwriting, sir. Tell, don't show. Oh, I think you got that backwards. No, I don't think so. It's like they say, you know, 1,000 pictures are worth a single word. That's also the opposite of the real one. Well, disagree to agree, I guess. That's also okay. Yeah, sure. So anyway, eventually they get to the
hey, how's it going?
and they meet a bunch of waterbenders and Princess Penis Hair. What? And her and Sack.
What? Hang on.
Yeah, sure. So anyway, eventually they get to the Northern Water Tribe and they meet a bunch of water.
Oh. Oh. Okay, I get it now.
Benders and Princess Penis Hair. What? And her and Sackboy, they fall in love right away, you know? So they're in love now. What makes them fall in love? The fact that we're gonna say that they're in love now. Voiceover narration. And you're sure we shouldn't be showing these
wait, what? Like, yeah.
In voiceover? Absolutely I am. Well, okay then. Screenwriter guy and producer guy became great friends during this conversation. They went on to fight many battles together and win several wars. Of course, this had always been the prophecy. You see, when producer guy was a young child, he was told that he was the chosen one, like Neo in The Matrix. But because of the leather allergy, he didn't think he could live up to those high expectations, and he ran away to Hollywood. Also later, he and screenwriter guy would both become president of the United States. Together, they shared the job, like a tag team of presidents, one of which could not wear leather. And when aliens invaded, everyone was very grateful to have producer guy and screenwriter guy as co-presidents of the United States.
What?
Also, the building that they're in right now during this conversation is on fire, but they're gonna get out of it just fine. Don't even worry about it. Anyway, so then the Fire Nation, they attack the Water Kingdom. Oh no. Yeah, and this bad guy from the Fire Kingdom, he's gonna kill a fish, which is actually the
I don't know what's going on at this point.
where the water people get their power. Oh, I mean, okay. Yeah,
okay, yeah.
It's all going to be very clear to the audience, because we're going to explain it verbally, out loud with words. A whole lot of exposition. So then the princess, she's going to give her life to the fish, because one time the moon spirit gave her life, and so it's like, yeah, okay, let's do that. Oh, well, great, I guess, I feel absolutely nothing. Well, that's fine. I mean, we don't really have time to make people feel things here. Shouldn't we try to make people feel things, though? Isn't that what movies are all about? Actually, no. Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah. So is it going to be tough for them to beat the Fire Nation?
No.
Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, Ong makes a really, really big wave, and everybody sees it, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, no, let's stop fighting now. Oh, well, great. Yeah, it all works out. So how does the movie end? Well, the leader of the Fire Nation, he's going to turn to his daughter and be like, hey, you got to get ready for the sequel, okay? Oh, he has a daughter. Yeah, we're barely going to mention her in the movie, but we're going to show her for a second at the end, and that's really going to tease the sequel. And you're sure this is going to be popular enough for people to want more movies? This adaptation with all the stuff removed. I mean, people love cheese and shredded cheese, so, I mean, what are you trying to say? As far as I can tell, people don't mind if you take something they love and, tear it to pieces. You know what? That does sound like it makes sense. Let's do it.
The Last Airbender leads 2011 Razzie Award winners. Okay, so no, I am a huge Avatar: The Last Airbender fan. I hated the movie. I hated it. They got so much of it wrong. They crammed in too much, into one movie, for the whole season. It was terrible. It was terrible all around. Like Ryan pointed out, he did it very comedical, like he always does. That's why I hated it better than the Emoji. Never saw the Emoji Movie, but I heard terrible things. I mean, because even for me, I'm like, an Emoji Movie? Really? Why? It was just almost as bad as the freaking B Movie. Even just for the B Movie concept, really? What? I don't know. It's just, okay, so I'm hoping we can turn things around after that. I still love pitch meetings, but Avatar: Last Airbender pitch meeting, or even just Avatar: Last Airbender movie, god awful.